A look at your sports now. The South African Sports Awards are set to take place this evening at Sun City. Those who have made valuable contributions to the industry throughout the previous year of 2024 are expected to get their just rewards at the glittering event. Newzroom Afrika's Kwena Moabelo joins us from the red carpet. Kwena, appreciate your time. A big night for sports in the country. I mean, with the different categories, Sports Star of the Year, the likes of Akani Simbini are there. We know what they've been doing this season. Tatiana Smith as well in the pool, and Moabelo Mhlongo. What are you expecting for tonight, and who have you got standing next to you there? I know you've got another guy who actually has made his mark, especially on the sprinting front.
Thank you very much, Vuyo. Indeed, we are here at the Sun City, where the 18th edition of the South African Sports Awards is taking place here in Bukhona. It's a glittering night. I mean, guests are dressed to the nines. We are here at the red carpet. We've seen sports star after sports star coming through. Those that have been nominated, those that have participated, and those that just are coming here as guests. Members of Parliament are here also just a short while ago. So, Member of Parliament Penny just passing through here, glittering in golden attire. But as far as sport is concerned, I mean, this is a night to honor those that have done great in the previous year, and that is the period 2024. And you know, as far as athletics is concerned, we've seen some great performances. You mentioned Akani Simbina, but Akani anchored that historic 4x100, and one of the athletes that has always been there through the the good and the bad, through the dropping of the baton and the picking up the baton, is Sean Masanga, who is standing by with me here. Sean, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us. I mean, I'm just surprised that you're here. I expected you to be somewhere in Houston. When did you arrive in South Africa?
Good evening. Thank you for having me once again. And I arrived on Friday night, coming from Houston.
Yeah. And I mean, what does it mean for you to be part of this occasion, to finally get a nod as part of a team that has done great work as far as athletics is concerned? And I'm saying this because I know you and I have had conversations about those pitfalls that the team has had. What does this mean for you?
It's an honor and a privilege, first of all, to be nominated for such a prestigious event. And I was really just happy, to be here because, I made sure that trip was possible. Despite everything, I came back from Europe. I was in Houston for 3-4 days, and I was like, this award ceremony is too big, it's too important to me, and it means so much, not only to me and my family, but the whole country as well. And, just to have inspired a nation, which we hope to achieve, in which we feel like we did, and, to kind of just give people a glimpse of hope of what's to come in the future and the success that's also to come.
When we talk Team of the Year, Sean, people think Springboks, people think Mamelodi Sundowns, people think the Proteas. To have a 4x100 team nominated, I mean, that must be big for you to be in the running with the likes of the Springboks, as I mentioned.
Definitely. I mean, excellent athletes all across the board. South Africa has been blessed with so much talent all across the board, and we'll just begin to rise really above everything else in every single discipline. So I definitely don't take this nomination lightly, and I hope to come back here for future nominations, hopefully, Sportsman of the Year one day. But in the moment, I'm basking in the moment, and I'm really enjoying just the presence of being surrounded by so many great people.
Sean, it's merely weeks before the World Champs, Quickly talk to us about that. You're looking good, by the way, looking in shape. But as far as sprinting, as far as running, how do you feel? As I'm saying, literally weeks before the World Champs.
It's been a tough year for me, truly speaking. I've dealt with a couple of injuries to kickstart the year, and then I had a few health complications, unfortunately. But I was able to bounce back and run some solid times the last 2-3 weeks. So I'm hoping to be within at least a relay. In terms of individual qualifications, I just missed the marks. So I don't think I'm going to qualify from an individual standpoint for individual events, which is, the first time for me. It feels kind of odd. Yeah. But I'm hopeful in the relay, and, whether I'm picked or not, I'm still going to support and back the guys.
What changed as far as the relay team is concerned, Sean? As I said previously, you and I have had this conversation about just that one thing that was missing to get the team going. And we saw what happened in the Olympics. We saw also what they did in the Relay World Champs. What would you say changed as somebody who has been there through it all?
I'd say the fact that more people bought into the system. with the help of my coach as well. And Coach Carl Lewis, he was helping out on the sidelines in the shadows. He doesn't like the spotlight too much anymore nowadays. But, just to have him, he's bringing in his expertise alongside with Coach Paul, definitely made it all click. And, all the guys really understood what is expected from them. And, despite having the few challenges of having an injury here and there, everyone is able to adapt and quickly adjust to the situation.
Just finally, what are you looking forward to? Obviously being nominated and hoping for a win. But as far as the glitz, the glamour, what are you looking forward to? Mingling with the other superstars from other sporting codes?
Not just the superstars, but I'm seeing people I grew up watching on TV, so it's definitely an honor and a privilege. I can't wait to send some pictures, take pictures with some of them, and show my mom, and I know she'll be ecstatic, especially my aunties who love television. But yeah, it's just so many great people here, and I'm looking forward to meeting them.
Sean Masanga, thank you very much for coming through. And best of luck for tonight.
Thank you.
Right, well, that is Sean Masanga, who, as we remember, was part of that team that did very well in the Olympics. He has been there, as I said, through Vuyo, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And to have a 4x100, a sprint team nominated as part of the team of the year, that is quite big. But of course, it is expected to be a big night. As I mentioned earlier on Vuyo, athlete after athlete, superstar after superstar coming through and passing here through the red carpet, and we are expecting a big night. Back to you, Vuyo.
Kwena, before I let you go, of course, teammate to Bayanda Walaza also has been a big year for him in the past 2 years. He was part of that relay team. And I think just another special thing, you had spoken to Lucas Sithole on the tennis front. Him and Donald Rampadi had done so well as well in terms of the tennis stage, of course, taking side by side to what Kgothatso Motjane has also been doing on the Grand Slam stage. So it's also a good picture for them on the tennis side that they are also there and they are nominated.
Of course, Vuyo, and that is the beautiful thing about the South African Sports Awards, that it covers all areas. Lucas Sithole was here earlier on, and from the corner of my eye, I can actually see Simone Kruger, who I think she's just disappeared to the other side. She was standing there with Tatiana, who is busy doing interviews. But that is the beauty of it all, that you have all these athletes differently abled coming through, and just the process of selecting them, going through all from the grassroots to the top athletes, it shows that those that have done very well in the period, deserve to be nominated, deserve to be honored. We spoke also to Tete Dijana a little bit earlier on, and he is part of those that have been, that will get the Minister Special Award. And this is the award where the Minister picks up those athletes that he feels that did well in that particular year, but could not at least make it at least to one of the categories. So we are still going to see some of those. Bayanda Walaza, definitely, as you mentioned, a superstar in his own right. And I'm sure even if he doesn't bag anything today, which I suspect that he will be able to bag an award today, definitely one to watch for the future. He will definitely, like Sean said, be one of those that in the near future will get the Sportsman or Athlete of the Year.
Kwena Moabelo joining us there from Sun City. Of course, he's at the SA Sports Awards. Having spoken to Sean Masanga, who was part of that relay team that took silver side by side with the likes of Bayanda Walaza and Brett Linkwana. They'll be vying, of course, for that Sports Team of the Year this year. Bayanda Walaza, also part of the Junior Sports Star of the Year. The others, Coach of the Year, Rocco Marion, who coached Tatiana Smith to all greatness in the career, is also there. Sportswoman of the Year with a disability, Kgothatso Motjane, we know what she's been doing on the Grand Slam stage there, side by side as well with her compatriots in Donald Rampadi and, of course, Lucas Sithole. All the best to all the athletes that have, of course, and the administrators and the coaches who have been nominated tonight. There was Kwena Moabelo joining us from Sun City there.